Good day, mates. I hope everyone is having a pleasant day. Today we have 2 more relationship advice stories. The first is about a woman that must really hate her husband after what she does. The second is about a woman who doesn't want to share her man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get right to it. This one is titled, Cheating Wife. It's been 3 days since I found out my wife of 7 years and mother of our 2 young kids had cheated on me. It happened exactly a week ago today. He had messaged her on Instagram and it was a guy that I have been worried about for years. I saw he messaged her and curiosity got the better of me and I looked at the messages. I really wish I hadn't. At first she denied it and then yelled at me for looking at her messages, but eventually she came clean. Originally she wanted to end things then, but for some reason I told her no. I damn near begged her to try and work things out. Now I'm so ashamed of myself. I can't even look at her without thinking about it. I can't sleep at night. My work is suffering from it. Everyone is joking about how high I look, and that worries me too. I feel like I'm rambling, but I don't know what else to do. I guess I'm asking for advice on how to get out and move forward. The thought of not being with her hurts. I've been with this woman since I was 18, she was 24. But the shame of wanting to stay with her is eating away at me. I don't think I can do this. Please help. Edit. Thank you all for your replies and advice. Some extra info. We have talked about it and I've expressed how when I think about my future I can't see one without her in it. We've recently been through a pretty rough patch, but to my knowledge I thought we were doing well. But she said she's been unhappy. She claims up and down that this has been the one and only time she's done this, and the reason she did it with specific guy was because she knew how I felt about him. She said she wanted me to leave her and she has no idea why I want to stay. I can't answer that question myself. Even as I type this I hate myself for wanting to stay. We both have great jobs that pay well. We both have previously agreed that no matter what we'd both be there for the kids every step of the way. We know that being separated still means only half the time with the kids, but neither one of us would want the kids to be affected by our decision to split. I don't know why I want to stay. The idea of splitting kills me inside. But I don't want to delay the inevitable. Thank you all again. I know I have a lot to think about, and with it being so fresh I can't make any rational decisions right now. I needed someone to vent to, and I really did need the advice on how to cope and move on if needed. Comment 1. So she fricked him because she knew you didn't like him and knew it would hurt you the most. Brother, get the frick out of there. She is not the one for you. Comment 2. DNA test for the kids would be my first step, but also keep in mind there's nothing stopping her from cheating again, because she knows she can get away with it. Comment 3. I'm going to ask you some questions to hopefully get you thinking of these things if you don't have answers yet. Have you spoken with her about the impact this has not only on you, but on your children? Have you asked her why this happened? How long? If there has been anyone else? Have you talked with her about what she wants? Not what she thinks is the right course of action at this time, but what she actually wants. Is this something you think you could ever look past? Is this the type of relationship you want to stay in? Do you think going to couples therapy would be beneficial for your relationship? I'm going to somewhat answer that last one. Yes, couples therapy can help. It can't necessarily save your relationship or fix what's broken, but it can help the two of you talk through this, process it, discuss where to go from here, and make your decisions. I'm so sorry this has happened and that you're in so much pain right now. Comment 4. Time and time again, I keep seeing the same phrase. She said she's not happy. Note, happiness is an inside job. Another individual can't make you happy. They can only enhance your happiness. It is not anyone's job to make anyone else happy. This is like chasing wind trying to catch it. It will never happen. Comment 5. Ah yes, the good old, I went behind your back and lied and cheated because I wanted you to find out and leave me, but when you begged me to stay I changed my mind. See how ridiculous that sounds. DNA test the children. Unlikely this was just a one-off and she's known this guy for years. Even if it doesn't matter to you emotionally, if they are your biological children, you all deserve the truth. Full panel STD test for you. For obvious reasons, talk to a divorce attorney. You are in shock right now, but her reaction to this pretty much seals the deal on this marriage. She has no remorse and she even said she did this purposely to hurt you. This story is titled, I, female 29, broke up with my boyfriend, male 27, after he got a tattoo with a female classmate of his. I've been trying to figure out how to write this. I just need some perspective and I just want to vent. I left my boyfriend this past Friday and moved in with my parents again. We've been together since August 2019. I feel terrible even though I was the one that ended the relationship. I still love him even though he did things that were hurtful. But what really is heartbreaking is that he thinks he did nothing wrong. It all started with him making jokes about having sex with a classmate of his. Since he started nursing school last semester, he constantly talks about his classmate. I know he has an abrasive sense of humor, so I let it slide. Then, he took me to the pizzeria where she works for lunch. I thought, okay, no problem. Then, he kept getting lunch at that pizzeria, which is an hour away. Then, they started hanging out, at first with other classmates, but then just the two of them. Then, he told me that when he graduated from nursing school, he wanted to celebrate his graduation with only her, by going to the bar they started frequenting together. Then, he told me he wanted to buy a used Michael Kors watch, repair it, and it give to her unless I wanted it. Keep in mind, for my birthday he got me a mop. Then, this past Friday he disclosed in front of other people that he got a matching tattoo with her after getting drunk at the aforementioned bar with her. After he told me about the tattoo, I told him, "You're telling me this in front of other people so I don't make a scene." Then, he proceeded to make a scene. He told me basically to go over my parents' house if I didn't like the fact that he and his classmate got a matching tattoo. I told myself, this is it. Our relationship is over. As I was walking away, he kept mocking me saying, okay. Bye, bye, bye. I called my mom from my truck, told her everything, and now I am back at my parents'. I put up with a lot because I wanted to make this relationship work. I put up with a lot because I love him. When we started dating, there were red flags, but I thought the good outweighed the bad. I was wrong. This past Saturday I picked up the remainder of my things. After speaking with him, I let him know that I wished things hadn't ended like this. He looked at me and told me, "You moving out is stupid. I've always treated you like this." That is not true. On Friday, when I initially left, he told me not to contact him. I told him the same. But on Saturday we agreed to keep in contact since we have bills tied to each other. I haven't initiated contact and he has messaged me a couple of times. I respond cordially but not enough to start a conversation. I don't plan to ever go back to him. He became someone I didn't agree to date. I didn't agree to date someone who would hurt and mock me. There's a lot of information that I am omitting for the sake of brevity as well. Being insulted and ridiculed in front of other people was the straw that broke the camel's back. I thought I was a good girlfriend. I cleaned, cooked, and looked after him. I was even his elderly father's caregiver at one point. I was close with his family and close even with his best friend. I even took care of his father's dogs. I really tried my best, all to be cast aside. I say this because even though I ended the relationship, he checked out since he met his classmate. Writing all of this pains me so much. I don't even know how I'll ever trust another man again. I don't think I'll ever let someone else into my heart and into my life like this again. My heart and trust are just shattered. How am I supposed to trust again? How am I supposed to love again? All I feel is sadness and the bitter taste of betrayal. Comment 1. He's a piece of crap. Just let him go. Find someone that is worthy of you treating well, who will treat you well. This dude obviously was seeing this chick behind your back. He can have her, she can have him. Let him treat her like crap when he's seeing someone else behind her back and you go and live your best life. He's not worth feeling bitterness, sadness and anger over. Living well is the best revenge. Karma is a biatch. He'll get his. Comment 2. He got you a mop for your birthday. Why didn't you break it in half on his head? He is a piece of crap that was just using and abusing you. Handle those bills and block him forever. You seem really sweet and kind. I hope you find someone that will treat you well. Comment 3. You dodged a bullet. He sounds extremely immature. You've bent over backwards for him and he treats you with disrespect. Focus on you now. All the love and energy you gave him, direct inwards. You got this. You'll look back one day and think, phew, I'm glad I got out of there when I did. Comment 4. So sorry this happened to you. You clearly invested a lot of love into someone who wasn't worthy of it. How do you trust again? There are good guys out there. 2 pieces of advice. Make your effort proportional to his commitment. You were cooking and cleaning for him, taking care of his family and dogs. You did that from the heart. But there was no ring. There was a mop for your birthday. To guard your heart, make sure that future boyfriend is showing commitment to you as you give. Don't discount the red flags. Whatever those were, they didn't change. Best of luck. Comment 5. I'm so sorry you were treated that way by someone you gave so much love to. Frankly, he is a POS, and if his classmate has any damn sense, she'd see it too. I couldn't fathom befriending someone who treated their significant other that way. Sounds like two garbage people found each other. Focus on you and your mental well-being. Maybe try some therapy to process the trauma and hear from an unbiased person. This has nothing to do with you. You sound like a loving, caring, smart person. You were with a crude, rude, mean person. You don't match. You will find someone who will put as much effort into loving you as you do them. Keep a lookout for those red flags in the future, and heed them. It's never our fault when others treat us like crap, but we can take precautions and establish boundaries so it happens less. You will be not only okay, you will be amazing in time. This man was leeching your mental health. Thank you so very much for listening. Please check out my other videos and like and subscribe.